Welcome back, everyone, to another second stimulus package update and second stimulus check update. In this video, it is now exactly 1 week until Election Day, 7 days to be exact, with tens of millions of votes already casted in early voting. And in this video, we have to take a look at some recent talks and developments from the president himself. We have some new language right from the horse's mouth for the first time in a long time. Usually, we're used to hearing anything from Mnuchin, Pelosi, Meadows, but for this time, we actually have it right from President Trump. And then we're also going to address some questions, some common questions that have been coming up. We're all going to address it in this video. Again, welcome to the brand new subscribers that are here for the first time. We've accumulated even more people in these last couple of days. I just want to thank you for the ongoing, continuous support. Also very gracious, and I'm so grateful for every single solitary one of you. Those who have been with me since the very beginning, day one, and then those of you who are brand new. All of you, I love you equally. But if this is your first time and you are not subscribed yet, you might want to consider actually hitting that big red button. Hit that big red button, the subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell as well. That will just notify you every single time I do make a brand new video. And if you have been enjoying my updates and you're getting value out of them every single time, go ahead and just quickly, while you're down there, give the video a big thumbs up, smash the like button, just to help with that YouTube algorithm. YouTube will actually push the video out to more people, just help us with that algorithm. So I do appreciate that if you can just go ahead and click that like button. So where are we right now? Well, the virus is surging in the majority of the country. Millions of Americans are still in dire straits and struggling. So you would just imagine that everyone would be hard at work, including the Congress and the White House, to get that stimulus package passed, right? Well, unfortunately, that's not the case. And after the confirmation yesterday of Amy Coney Barrett to the Supreme Court, the official confirmation, she is now an official justice of the Supreme Court. The Senate's taking a vacation. Do you think that is a well-earned vacation? Let me know down below in the comments if you think they earned that vacation. I can already predict that answer, though. So yes, they are taking a vacation now. And according to Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, they have now, quote, adjourned for legislative business, whatever that means. It would probably just mean that they're in campaign mood and they're just worried about getting reelected. And they will not be coming back until after November 9th. So we're not going to have an active working Congress until November 9th. But the Congress is able to convene with 24 hours advance notice. So if you have a draft or some sort of legislation that they could vote on, they could come back with 24 hours of notice. Now that the Senate is adjourned, it would effectively kill all hopes for a second stimulus package. However, according to a White House spokesperson, they actually told Fox News that a deal could happen, quote, in the coming weeks. But they did decline to be more specific. And then President Trump has also made promises as well. At a press briefing before he hit the campaign trail today, President Trump has now vocally supported another stimulus package once again. He actually said, quote, the best stimulus package you've ever seen, in reference to the size and extremity of the stimulus package, but only after the election and only if Republicans kept the White House and the Senate and then took back the House. And he then further blamed House Speaker Nancy Pelosi for the ongoing deadlock in talks. He said, quote, after the election, we'll get the best stimulus package you've ever seen, because I think we're going to take back the House because of her. And he went on to say, I think you have a lot of congressmen and women, Republican, that are going to get elected. We'll take back the House. We'll hold the Senate. We'll hold the White House, of course, referring to himself. In a series of tweets, Nancy Pelosi's deputy chief of staff went on to indicate that COVID-19 testing and tracing remain key areas of disagreement. Both sides have also said that they agree on major issues, such as federal unemployment and direct payments to Americans in the form of stimulus checks. So we do have progress being made in the area of unemployment and stimulus checks, but we're still far apart when it comes to funding towards contact tracing and COVID-19 testing. Now, that exact interview from that White House spokesperson on the Fox and Friends interview today, that was actually from White House Communications Director Alyssa Farah, and she had said, quote, we are confident that we can get something in the coming weeks. We are hoping within weeks. I don't want to get too ahead of any announcements. Biden has also published the outlines for a stimulus plan of his own. And then according to House Speaker Nancy Pelosi today in a statement, she actually said, quote, this week we continue to put pen to paper. But of course, that does not mean that a stimulus legislation will be drafted up this week. It just means essentially that they're attempting to make more progress. Now, the current commitment to the timeline from both sides is significant, being that the time between an election and the next presidential term is called the lame duck period, right? So that's when you have a lot of lame duck sitting senators and congressmen that are waiting to be essentially ousted come January 20th. And that period is a notoriously dead zone when it comes to passing new legislation, with the exception of emergency measures like avoiding the U.S. government shutdown December 11th. And so the period from November 4th to January 19th is seen right now as the best shot at a stimulus package to pass before January 20th. That would be the start of the next presidential term. However, it is unclear what might happen if the result of the election were to shift to the political majority of the House of Representatives, the Senate, and the office of the president. Like, according to Senate Appropriations Chairman Richard Shelby, he's a Republican from Alabama, he had said yesterday that, quote, "We'll come back in November. The question might be, will there be something then?" So even if new legislation were to be drafted up this coming week, or even shortly after the election, it would probably just sit there until after January 20th when the next presidential term comes. The holidays are also going to throw a banner in the works of these negotiations, so I probably wouldn't even count on something until potentially the new year. That sentiment could change. Of course, we do want to remain optimistic, but we also want to remain realistic as well. I do hope I am wrong about that and a stimulus package comes much sooner, but I'm just preparing you for the worst. More updates and developments will hopefully come this week. We're also going to be doing substantial election coverage. I'm actually going to be doing something the day before the election. I'm actually going to be looking at the electoral map, giving you my thoughts, my opinions, potentially being able to predict a winner here, but of course, no one could truly know what's going to happen. So if you're excited to see my election thoughts, you could see it right here. Stay tuned for that. But if you did enjoy this video, give it a big thumbs up, smash the like button. And if you want to see more videos on my channel, I do post videos now every single solitary day, no exceptions, no excuses. Go ahead and hit that big red button, hit that big subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell as well, that way you're notified every single time I do make a new one. Looking forward to seeing you in the next video.